Well, hello everybody for the final show of the run and the final show of the summer, really, I guess. We get a weather delay, much like last year, a weather delay. No streaker this year, though. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you felt about the streaker, I guess. And what it felt like here was with the weather delay and the late start, normally they play for about 3 hours if you add up both sets in the encore. And then tonight, maybe they knew we got 2.5 hours, but it felt like they were going to jam that 3 hours into these 2.5. And somewhere maybe around Fuego, they started to realize, oh, we don't have to rush everything here. What's going on? And then we started to rush again. So, and then after last night, I felt like last night was an outstanding show. Maybe tonight everything was that's not going to be it. And if this was the show they had planned, it did seem a little bit like, maybe this was the show they had planned. I don't know. But unfortunately, we just got a lot of really good type one. I mean, it definitely just felt like they were busting things off through here. Just kind of let's just go, just step on the gas and go. We did calm down a little bit for Roggae. But look here, Sigma Oasis, the song they've opened with, and again, it's really needs to jam and do a little something with the jam for me to really enjoy Sigma Oasis. But okay, I guess there's some lyrics in there kind of fit with it. Down with the Z's, a bit of like almost like a yo-yo sound, not like peaks and valleys in the jam, but just straight up and down. And Down with the Z's. Look, we're getting it that early in the show usually, and this is why I felt like, hey, this must be just what they had planned. Moma danced this early on, right here, the first third of the first set, about where it always is. Kill Devil Falls, one that we could kind of count on all summer, and it was very good, much like all three of these very good also. And so don't get me wrong, when I'm like, they were just busting through these, it was all tight. Everything felt like a first set song, really, most of the night. And that's not always a bad thing, but really, we're just there for that thing like, oh my God, can you believe what they did? Or something like We just didn't really have that oh my God moment tonight in any of the songs. And then the free and everything's right, though. This may be my favorite part of this whole, the imaginary first set right here. Then we got to cool it off a little bit. That's how you know it's good. When they want to cool it off a little bit with Roggae, that's a really good song for a slow build there, giving everybody a chance to sing a little bit. And then the Wedge ended this imaginary first set here, and just like everything else, it was just kind of good. Felt a little bit rushed, not much to the jam. No real exploring in a lot of this stuff. Gumbo over here, okay, we start to pick it up, but then again, it felt like maybe they felt like we don't have all night in Gumbo. While it was very good, much like everything else, it just didn't. And then around here is where we start to go the distance. Now, I really wish the 2001 would have hung on and gone a little further. But when it goes down into Fuego, and then the Fuego, even that's when I feel like they started to realize we got some time, because it seemed like Fuego was wrapping up, but they weren't quite done. And then they give it a little bit of a second turn in the Fuego jam. Got a little mean, got a little angry in there, like you can expect coming off this funk monster. It was cool. And, I just that song just seems like it's made for a Dick's night. Then we got Runaway Jim, Twist again, felt like boom, boom, let's get through these. I'm a big About to Run guy. I can't help it. I would probably say the same thing, although I like these songs too. But if we're going to get down to the nitty gritty and get hard and heavy, About to Run's the way to go. Harry Hood, now this is where I got a little aggravated. I was not with Harry Hood. Harry Hood had an outstanding summer along with many other songs, and but when they rushed through the hood, didn't give it a whole lot of time. Nothing special going on in the jam, only to get to more. I was just like, you got to be kidding me. We get shortchanged on a hood. Like, why even bother? You could have just added 5 or 6 minutes to that. I'm not buying all this love and light nonsense. And then we get into First Tube, Tweezer Reprise. Little bit of a downer to way, an otherwise great summer. A lot of great moments, great shows here at Dick's, and then we go boom, boom, boom. I guess we didn't have to do this, did we? Yeah, I get it. You played Tweezer the other night. You're saving this for the very end. First Tube, yeah, sure. If you're there, I feel like First Tube is great, but come on, even you have to admit this was a bit much. Come on. All right, so I liked it. It just felt like, I think, like I said, I don't even know what the total runtime was. It may have been what a normal show is. Why not just take a 20-minute set break or something? I don't know. It just felt like maybe if they had known they were going to take a little break, maybe the Wedge wouldn't have gotten played. We might have went a little deeper with Down with Disease or Kill Devil Falls. I don't know. late edition. All right, guys. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in this summer. We will still be around. Obviously, the fall show's not that far away, and if you can't get enough Phish, you need more Phish. I know my recaps don't run too long. You can always check out Wook Plus here on YouTube as well. They're doing some recaps, talking about all the shows and many other things. And now we got some stuff to listen to leading up to the fall. Pretty cool. Should I go over and take a look at my notes? Rose is right here sleeping. She was a big hit the other night. Maybe I should pull her up again. Hold on here. How do I do this? Hey, Rose. Hey. Hey. Out like a log. Somewhere around Fuego, she was like, I'm out. She knew more was coming. She knew they weren't going to play sloth or lizards. Stuff she likes. All right, guys. Boom. Thanks again. We're out of here. You can stick around the channel. If you see me talking football, don't get too turned off. It's still a Phish channel, but I talk about other stuff I like too. Boom, for about the 8th time. I don't want the summer to end. It's been so much fun. Thanks to the P-Fish. Thanks to all you guys. And I feel like there was one last thing. I just don't know what it was, and it's not coming to me. So you know what they say. It must not have been that important. Oh, maybe it was my mustache. Nah, that wasn't it. Boom. We are out of here. With love from Rose and F. Zappa 20. We thank you all, and we bid you good night. From Dayton, Ohio? Aw, the baby. The upside down baby. All right, little bonus coverage here, content. Shipping tubes were in that box. If you're like, dude, what's up with the box? That's my tripod.